welcome to The Explainer, where we break down the huge shifts happening in business and tech. Today, we're talking about something kind of scary. It's a quiet crisis hitting online brands, especially if you're in a visual industry like furniture. We're talking about the slow, steady disappearance of the customer click.
So, if you're in marketing, I bet you felt this in your gut, right? That steady stream of visitors you worked so hard to build, that flow from search engines, it's just not what it used to be. And the scary part is, this trend is really picking up steam.
And look, this isn't just a hunch. The data is backing it up. This is a real and frankly accelerating trend. Some businesses are already seeing that reliable flow of customers from search just dry up. We're talking drops of up to 40%. That is huge. And this is why it's happening. Just look at this graph. The blue line, that's traditional search, and it's headed down. But that red line rocketing up, that's AI-powered search. You see, your customers aren't just typing keywords and looking for links anymore. Nope, they're asking an AI for direct answers. And that changes absolutely everything. So yeah, we're in a search traffic crisis. This whole shift from a page full of links to just a single authoritative answer is a massive problem. And it's an even bigger deal for industries like furniture, where discovery and just getting inspired is a huge part of the shopping journey. Okay, let's zoom in on the furniture industry for a second, because it's in a really unique spot. It's an industry in transition, and this AI shift is hitting at a critical time. See, there's always been this bit of a struggle to get customers on board with new tech. Researchers actually have a name for this. They call it the growth diffusion gap. It's basically the stubborn disconnect between cool new innovations and people actually using them. Think about smart desks or really clever modular furniture systems. The ideas are great, but getting people to actually buy in, that's been a tough nut to crack. Now, we have seen some tech breakthrough. Augmented reality, for instance, it totally works. When you let a customer see a new sofa right in their living room on their phone, their confidence shoots up. Conversions go up, returns go down, it's a win-win. But here's the thing, an even bigger, more invisible gap is opening up right now, and it's all about AI. Which means we need a whole new set of rules. The old playbook, SEO, search engine optimization, it's just not going to cut it anymore. I mean, think about it. What do you do when there's no list of blue links to rank for? You need a totally new game plan. And that new strategy is called Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO for short. The goal here isn't rank number one on a page. The goal is to become the answer. It's about making sure that when someone asks an AI a question, your brand is the one that gets mentioned, cited, and recommended. And honestly, this image just captures the feeling perfectly. It really is like the Wild West of search all over again. The old laws don't apply, the map is brand new, and everyone is scrambling to stake their claim in this new territory. So, if you want to boil it down to the simplest difference, it's this. SEO was all about getting your website into a giant library of links. But Geo is about getting your brand into a conversation with an expert. And yeah, you guessed it, that expert is the AI. Okay, I know this can all sound a little intimidating, but here is the really good news. Brands are not powerless here, not at all. In fact, if you play your cards right, you have a massive, massive advantage. Check this out. A huge study looked at over 200,000 AI search prompts, and what they found was, well, it's incredible. Look at this chart. Over half, 51.3% of all the sources that AI engines cite come directly from brand websites, from you. The AI wants to learn from you. You are its number one source. So the big question is, how do you become that brand, the one the AI trusts and recommends? Well, it's not some kind of black magic. It really boils down to a clear 3-part playbook, and you can start on it like today. First up, you've got to build undeniable authority, and that means creating original, in-depth content that actually answers the real questions your customers are asking. You need to be citing your own data, publishing case studies, and yeah, using tech like AR to create experiences that are genuinely helpful, not just another ad. Okay, second step, you have to join the conversation where the AIs are actually listening. So that means getting your name out there in major news and media outlets, especially the ones partnering with AI companies. It means using your PR to become synonymous with big ideas like sustainability or ergonomics. And yep, it even means being a part of the conversation on places like Reddit, because that's a primary source of training data for a lot of these AIs. And this isn't guesswork anymore. We now have tools that can literally track which conversations on Reddit are influencing AI answers in your market. It's like a roadmap showing you exactly where you need to show up and provide value.
And the third, and maybe most important step, is you have to shift your focus. SEO trained us all to think about keywords, right? But with Geo, you have to think bigger. You have to think about entities and entire topics. It's not about ranking for modular desk anymore. It's about making the AI understand that your brand is a leading authority on the entire concept of modular office furniture.
So, this really brings us to a major crossroads for every single brand in the furniture and interiors world. The ground is literally shifting beneath our feet. And the way your customers find you? Well, it's changing for good. That journey your customer takes, it's no longer a simple search in a box that leads to your website. It's becoming a conversation, a dialogue with a personal AI assistant, an assistant that's going to pull information from all over the web to give them one single trusted recommendation. And as this whole thing speeds up, brands are going to fall into one of two camps. There are going to be the invisible brands, the ones whose products and expertise just get lost in all the noise. And then there are going to be the ones who do the work now to become the AI's trusted choice. So it all comes down to this one question, doesn't it? When a customer asks an AI for the perfect sofa, will it even know your brand exists? The big takeaway here is that you have the power to influence that AI. You can feed it the right information so it sees you as the authority. But that window of opportunity, it's right now. You've got to start building that authority today, before the most important conversations about your products start happening without you.